Hello everybody, hello, this is Sandy from Sandy's Backyard Kitchen. I'm actually in the backyard cooking some nice beef goulash or stew or medley or whatever you would like to call it. And I smoked the meat and I also seasoned it. I'm using beef ribs and nice beef chunks. Check it out how beautiful this is. And I'm also cooking it on the beautiful fireside here with some smoked tomatoes, smoked turmeric, ginger, garlic, and some amazing pepper. I'm putting to have that extra smokiness that I'm looking for. And I'm also cooking it on this nice sunshiny day here in South Florida. It's about to be sunset, so the sun is beautiful and out here is so amazing. Thank you all for being here. As you're getting on, shout out where you're from, leave a comment, and don't forget, if this is your first time, hit the bell icon so you can get updated videos. Thank you so much. So I'm so excited to cook this meal. It's I've never really made this combination of meat or meal before. I'm gonna cook it a little different, put a little bit of calf's rib, a little bit of sugar, and all these seasoning from the garden. I'm gonna put my pot on here. These are the seasoning I'm using. I have some turmeric. I'm putting in turmeric, ginger, and I smoke these guys. Some smoked red onions, garlic, some nice tomatoes, and all the garden seasoning all over here. And this is some turmeric and some smoked pepper. Check it out. So yummy, so yummy. I love food. So this is something I'm trying new, and I know it will turn out amazing. Okay, this is gonna turn out so amazing. I have garlic, ginger, tomato paste, and I also have some sugar and some cinnamon and starseed and cloves in there. And these are all the seasoning that I'll be using. And I'm gonna put the salt, the sugar, because the sugar is gonna brown up and give it a caramelized flavor that I'm looking for, that sweet flavor. So I'm putting everything in this dish. So I'm stirring this up. It's getting brown really quickly because of the sugar in there. Let me see if I can twist this a little bit so you can see. Okay. And now I'm going to add the tomato. And also the onions. And these onions are already smoked. So they're half cooked already, and I'm also adding some seasoning in there. Check that out and stir this up. Guys, sit back, enjoy this amazing show, and hit that like button, and thank you so much for subscribing. Cooking out here roasted beef ribs and some chunks of beef. And you can use the same recipe, any types of meat you will like. Okay. I want this to caramelize, and I'm going to add these other spices, some turmeric, some ginger, and some roasted seasoning that I roasted today. So I'll be putting those in, and I already put one whole pepper in it, and then I'll put a little bit, I'll put another pepper without the seeds. But Tommy and John is not here right now, so I'm doing all the filming and all this cooking and all that stuff, enjoying the alone time. I'm loving it. So everything is stewed really nicely. And now I'm gonna add meat. Just stir it in. I will put some potatoes and so in it later, but for right now I'm gonna let this let all the natural juice comes out from it, and then I'll add water to it. So let this rosemary get into the meat and everything. Oh man, this is gonna taste so good. I wish you were here to smell the flavor of what's going on right now. It's been cooking for a while now. Woo! Let's turn it up. Look at it. Oh, look at the color. Such amazing color. All the natural juices are out, and it releases all the fats, and all those flavors get into the meat. Looks so yummy. Now my son he's been teaching me about cooking with wine. So because of red meat, I'll be adding a little bit wine, and that will help with the acidity. I will give it that dark, rich flavor I'm looking for in this goulash. So add a little bit of red Pinot Noir. So I'll be making some belange choka also for tonight. So I have my belange or my eggplant, and I have some nice tomato, and so that I'll be using since I'm having the fire. So I'll be putting a belange choka here. So what I'm doing, putting a little holes into these so I can put some garlic, and the garlic can roast at the same time. So I'm just poking holes. I'm just poking holes into the eggplant, and then I will insert some garlic, some whole garlic in there. So while it's roasting, the garlic roasts with it also. So you see I'm putting in the garlic into the holes. Just poke it in there. And it's gonna cook all together. This is so yummy with roti, some paratha roti or some nice dal and rice. You put some hot pepper in this. Woo! Be so good. Put in some more garlic. This is a big eggplant, guys, so I'm putting a lot of garlic in there. Woo! I need to make the hole a little bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here to start roast. So I'll be mixing some nice tomato, and this is some garden fresh tomatoes that we actually pick in the farm. So I'll be putting some of these in there, okay? Some of these in there. Extra garlic. I love roasted garlic. So I'm putting these guys here for roasting. Whoa, this is looking fantastic. Let me see if I can spin you guys around so I can see the color of it. See that garlic is all wedged in there. Look at that garlic. And it's gonna be roasting here under this little light coals fire. I don't want too much fire on it. And I might actually close this down for let it just smoke and cook on a low heat in there when I put the water in. So I'll be adding some water, and you add enough water where a little bit fire will cook it and it's all tender and nice. So I will let that cook for a little bit there. Enjoy spending the day out here, out the backyard, having a good time, and looking at the orchids and enjoying the backyard since it started to warm up a little bit. So we're having really nice warm weather here in South Florida. And I'll cover this up and let it cook. I put the bigger part on the side over the fire, and then these guys are just over some heat. The fire is mostly under the pot. So yummy. Guys, I'll be putting a little bit of calf strips, homemade from the interior of Guyana. So I'll be putting a little bit of this just for the sweetness, you know. Okay. Then I'll stir this up. And that will just enhance the darkness and enhance the sweetness also. Let's check out our pot. It's almost finished. So I'm adding some potatoes. John like the potatoes, and Tommy and I like arrows. And you see, look at this, guys. See, this is almost finished. Look at this. See how nice this is looking. It's cooking there nicely. The eggplant, and then these guys are also cooking nicely, and they're finished. So I'll be taking those off. But let's check on this guy over here. Put this lid over here. I'm gonna add a little bit more water to it. So good that's looking. Potato and clean water in here. And let's stir this in. You see the nice red color? The darkness of the color of the wine, the tomatoes, and the sugar, and a little bit of the cashew. So I'm gonna just let this cook very slowly. Look how nice that's looking. You see the color, and it has ribs and bones also for the bone broth in there. I'll be taking off my tomatoes and put these guys in here. My garlic and also the eggplant. It's so nice. Look how nice this is looking. It's finished. It's soft. So I'm gonna take this guy off also to make my eggplant choka. And I left this guy here to cook on this nice heat. So see you guys until it's finished. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching and for leaving a comment. I enjoy making this dish. However, I lost a little bit of video of the end product, so this meal just took about another 15 minutes and then it was finished. It was so tasty. I enjoy this dish. Thank you so much for being part of us. Stay amazing and see you in our next video. Have a wonderful day.